What's up, everybody? Josh Powell here. We got another episode of Amateur Pool. Today we're doing 9-ball. It's a tap league match, playing a gentleman by the name of Mike Moser Sr. Mike's a good dude, man. It's the first time I ever played him, I think. I know I've seen him before, but I'm not sure if I've ever played him before. I think this was our first time. Now, it's a 6-3 race, so I got to go to 6. He's got to go to 3. So if I'm not playing great, lights out. You know what I mean? 6-3 race is tough action on 9-ball. I won the leg. I just broke. Looks like a pretty decent spread. I can either bank this one, or I can try to carom, or I could draw off into the 3. I don't really like that too much. I don't like the carom into the 9 either. A lot can go wrong. That 9 is on the top side of that pocket. So if I don't hit that just right, two things could happen. One, the cue ball hits this side and the cue ball just scratches. Or if I hit it perfectly straight, the 9 falls and the cue ball rolls in after. I am marking the pocket though, so that's what I'm trying to do, like a big dum-dum head, you know. I like the bank here personally with a stop shot. You bank it, you stop the cue ball here, and you're lined up on the next ball. Oh, that's the 4, but here's the 2. You're lined up on that one as well. So I like the bank. I don't like going for this cheese Louise. But that's what I did, man, and that's why. That's why I didn't like it. You know? I wish I could have stopped myself and said, hey, self. And I'd have said, yes, Josh. And I'd have said, you need to not do that, bro. And I'd have said, why not? And I'd say, because you're probably going to scratch, bro. Good chat. You know? Anyways, back to the match, guys. Back to the match. Mike Moser's got ball in hand. I don't know if he's going to try the combo or if he's going to try to squeeze the 1 in past the 3. He's got to roll forward off of the 5 ball with that angle. He missed it. He missed it for the biscuit. Dang, man. He left me tough. I like the safety here if I'm being real with myself. I bank the 1 ball up this way and just stop the cue ball right behind the 5. Of course, the way I'm playing, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for a stupid carom shot, you know. That was unnecessary, bro. And had I done what I intended to do, I didn't intend to make the 1 inside. The 1 would have ended up here, and I would have been hooked on my next shot. I got lucky there. You know, I got lucky that the 1 went in the side pocket. All right, and I got a good look at this 4. I could use left and come around this way, or I could use inside spin as well. I used inside spin. I like the left better here looking at it, but I see the inside spin because if I just come straight down that way, I got a shot at the 5 pretty much the entire way. This is going to be the same shot, just a little bit of left spin outside. I missed it. Yeah, I overran it too. You know, I didn't really overrun it. My speed was correct. The reason the cue ball traveled so far is I didn't hit the 5 full enough. I overcut it. I hit it too thin, so that cue ball had more speed on it. If I'd have hit the 5 fuller and made the shot, the speed would have been all right. Oof, that was a tough cut, man. That was a long, tough cut. Is he going to leave me hooked? No, he's going to scratch. Bummer. Bummer for him. Oh, no. That's what you do when your opponent scratches, right? You go, oh, no. I feel so bad you scratched on that, bro. And inside you're smiling, you know. Everybody does it. Don't worry. I'm just saying it out loud. Everybody does it. Because you gotta pretend like you're bummed out for them, you know, that they scratch. But reality, real la. You know? Yeah, good talk. Good chat. Good chat, guys. All right. I'm going to cut this in with left spin probably. Yeah, a little bit of left spin. Am I going to overrun it? I am. Man. My speed is not right. My stroke is not looking great. This match could be trouble, man, if I don't get my stuff together. I got to get my stuffs together here, guys. You know? Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. Gonna be in trouble. Am I trying to bank here? Or what am I doing? Playing safety? Oh, now I want to play a safety. And I did it poorly, too, man. I overhit that so far. The cue ball should have stopped right there if I was playing that right. I left him a long shot, and he doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. He can just stop here and take the cut on the 8. But it is a long, straight shot, which can be tough for a lower skill level player, for sure. Tough for any player, honestly, you know. Usually the higher the skill level, the better your stroke, the more consistent your stroke, and that's what it takes to make long, straight shots. You just need a straight, consistent stroke, you know. You like how I emphasize that with my hand, with every word? I emphasize that big time. All right, guys, I'm done. Done being silly. Mike got a good-looking safety on me. I don't know if he meant to or not. Obviously, I think he was trying to make the shot, but he tried to do too much with the cue ball. He didn't realize, or maybe he realized it and just didn't like it. He could have stop-shotted and taken the cut on the 8 from there. Bang. But he didn't do that. He tried to control the cue ball. I think he was trying to maybe get it to come around the table, but I'm not sure. But either way, it resulted in a miss, and I'm at the table. I got my jump cue out. I'm putting it together. Jump cue brought to you by Raven Cues. If you want a Raven carbon fiber jump cue, carbon fiber break cue, carbon fiber playing cue at way better prices than the high-end stuff, but it still plays high-end, take a look at them, man. Check them out. You can get 10% off with my discount code as I get lucky and slop in that 8. The discount code is Josh, as you can see right there. And that'll save you an extra 10% off an already reasonably priced cue. You're welcome. You're welcome, bro. And thank you all at the same time, you know. Helping me, helping you. We're helping everybody around here. Oh, I didn't like that. Why would I put... So I tried to put left to come around the 9 and shoot it down here. But I didn't have to do that. I could have just used straight top or maybe even a little bit of inside. The ball was where? Sitting right around here somewhere. I could have used straight top and just came up this way, and instead of trying to go around the 9 ball. Now, I got lucky. I'm lined up dead straight on it, you know. So, no harm, no foul, I guess, but I'll never learn my lesson if I keep getting lucky rolls like that, I'll tell you that. All right, so 1-0, my break. I crushed them. You know, I realized, because we played other matches, too, on this table. Both these tables here at this venue. This is Mr. B's in Waterford, Michigan. Both these tables, the racks and balls, it's like those little flimsy plastic racks, and the balls are dirty, so they weren't racking great. So instead of side breaking from over here, like that, and controlling the break, I just lined up center and smashed it. I would have liked a little more draw on that. That turned into more of a stun, probably because my stroke wasn't followed through all the way. But a little bit of draw would have been great on that. I think I can still cut this in. Just got to be a little careful now. The cue ball is going to come down real close to that scratch. And then in order to get back up for the 3, I got to go around the world. So I got to hit it kind of hard. This is tough. Yeah. That's what I get, you know. That's what I get for not hitting that stroke good enough to draw my cue ball back for the shot I needed. That's what I get, you know. That's what a gentleman like myself deserves when I shoot like this, man. Give me a non-sponsored drink to watch this garbage. Garbage. We're watching garbage, you know. I'm playing bad. I don't like it. Mike's playing pretty decent, you know, for his skill level. There's nothing wrong with the way he's playing. But in order for me to beat him, I got to play top of my game. It's hard to give anybody 6'3" race and 9-ball, man. He's got a long back cut here. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but he made I didn't realize he was going to bank it. You know, I thought he was going straight down into the corner. Joke's on me, you know. I'm the ones with egg on my face. I thought he was going to cut it in. He banked it like a champion. It was a beautiful shot. All right, he's going to cut this one in, I imagine, right here. Oh, what a good shot that was. That's not an easy shot, man. And I was joking with him about the bank. I know he didn't mean to do that, but it was funny. And that was a beautiful shot on the 6, man. Oh, another great shot on the 7. A little too much draw, though. If you would have hit less draw and just stun, you would have came straight up like this and had a better angle on this 8-ball. That draw is kind of what gave you this back angle. Now it's a little bit tougher. Not tough for a gentleman like him, though, man. Another good shot. So that's what I mean, man. Giving someone 3 games going to 6 is no easy task, especially when they can run 4 or 5 balls, man. It's difficult. But we do what we can, you know. If I was playing a good game here and playing smart instead of playing like a dum-dum, trying to go for everything, need to play some safeties. You see me tap the table, that's universal sign for nice out, you know. I don't want to tell them nice out because I'm focused up and stoic, you know, sitting there with a straight face like this the whole time. So I didn't want to talk, but I just tapped the table. Good job. Nice out, Mike. All right, I got a long straight stop shot here. 1 in the corner. I just stop the cue ball or even draw it back a little bit. I can follow forward, but I don't like rolling that shot. I shouldn't have rolled that. so much harder to be accurate when you're rolling the shot like that. I needed to go ahead and hit that firm and stop it, or just hit it with a stun follow. And I could have had the same effect with a stun that just drifts forward like 3 revolutions. All right, Mike kind of crushed that. He got lucky he hit the 8 ball, because had he not hit the 8 ball, he would have came all the way up, maybe scratched, who knows. All right, he's got a draw to avoid the 8. He didn't avoid the 8, but he hit it and still turned out okay. Now for this shot, I kind of like going this way, right there. Natural shot, maybe a little bit of right spin. He could also like kind of draw over to here and get the same thing. But that's where I see this one going. You just don't overhit this one. It's easy to overhit this shot. Because what you do if you add that right spin, it's hard to remember that that right spin actually picks up speed coming off that second rail. And it makes it, yeah. He overhit that a bit, but he hit the 5, so it slowed him down perfectly for the shape. Maybe that's what he played. Maybe in his mind he's like, you know, I'm gonna overhit this because I know I'm gonna hit the 5 and I'll turn out perfect. I don't know. The guy's probably a billiard genius, you know. What do I know? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Nothing, honey. Look, where'd my hand go? Disappeared. All right, I'm done being silly, guys. Good chat. Let's get back to this match. You know, we're trying to watch a match, and I keep interrupting myself with silliness. This is a tough shot on this 6 ball. Maybe if he just barely thin hits it with left spin, he can come down around this way and leave the cue ball down here and maybe get the cue ball up there. Because the cue ball's, or the 6 ball is going to hit the, never mind. Never mind, he didn't do any of that. That would have been a great shot just if he hit it just a little bit harder and the cue ball rolled over here. I think he would have been golden. So that was a very good attempt at that safety, man. It wasn't easy. And he still left me a long, tough shot, man. And even if I make this, what am I going to do with the 7? There's no point in even trying to make this, really. But, of course, I'm going to try to make it anyway, you know? And I'm going to leave him... Whew! You know, that yawn hit me out of nowhere. I was in the middle of talking, and my brain was like, bro, you got a yawn right now. Can't wait. Can't wait for this yawn. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. But I left him tough. Yeah, it's tough, man. He's got to try to walk the dog when he's only like an inch away from the ball. That's tough. All right, so here's a real shot. If I just draw up to here, I think I can shoot that 7 ball all right. I stunned. I don't like this angle as much. I needed to draw up to about here, so I had an angle to not run into that 9 ball. Because from here, I could have made the 7 and just drew it back over to here. You know, now I got to run into the 9. So what I'm going to do is put bottom left. And once I hit the 9, the bottom's going to come this way, and then the left's going to come down here. But the 9 ball's going to move, and I don't know where it's going to end up. So I don't like this shot as far as running into the 9. Yeah, see, you just don't know. If I would have bumped that 9 again, could have turned out bad. I got a little lucky. That's the problem with that shot. You know, when you hit the 9, you don't know exactly where it's going to end up. But it turned out all right once again, and it looks like I'm going to make it a 2-1 match, you know, which is good because I still need 4 more. You know, he needs 2 more. So I definitely needed to win this one if I want to stay alive in this game. Definitely had to try to win this. Doing the best I can, guys, you know. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a pool. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this stuff, guys. I can't believe you're watching this right now. What's the matter with you? You're probably sick in the head just from watching me. All right, I got the chicken weed out. Chicken weed? It's not chicken weed, it's chicken wing. Got the chicken wing out, marked that pocket, made the 9 ball, and I'm up 2-1. I'm actually, well, no, it's an even race still. Because we started at 6-3, now we're at 4-2 race. So it's still, I still have to win twice as much as him. We'll see. I don't know about the way I'm playing right now. We'll see what happens here. Pray for me, guys. You know, I need your prayers. You know, maybe not. God don't care if I win this game or not, so praying won't help. Maybe just root for me. That's good enough. That's all I need. Just some cheerleading, you know. Just a cheer. Give me a J. J. Good hit. Oh, is he going to hook me too? Oh, man, that was a very good hit, and he almost got a devastating safety behind that 3-ball. Almost, man. So I like playing the combo here. Unless the 2-ball is on the top of the point, then the combo's no good. Yeah, 2-ball must have been on the top of the point. I got a good safety out of that, man. I'm glad I didn't make that. Oh, that's the 4-ball. I'm glad I didn't make that 4-ball. Because had I made that 4-ball, cue ball might have ended up somewhere around here. And I would have had a look at the 1, but no shot. No shot. Now Mike's got a kick at it. He just made a great kick a minute ago. Let's see what he does here. See what he does on this one, man. Good try. I think that's tough because where he needed to hit was right in the side pocket. So he either has to hit above it with inside spin to shorten the angle or below it with outside spin to lengthen the angle. So that was a real tough shot. It was a good try. All right, I'm going to go all the way down the table instead of playing a combo. I don't hate it with ball in hand. Stop moving my camera, whoever's doing that. Stop bumping the table. You see a big tripod sitting there, you know? There's a camera attached to it. That's filming, recording, you know? I guess it's not filming. Nobody has filmed since the 90s, you know, since we went digital. I guess the early 2000s. Nah, we were digital in the early 2000s. We still call it filming. I don't know why. I don't know why we call it filming. We're not using film anymore. All right, I barely made that one. I'm surprised that went in. All right, I got the 4-ball here. Do I hit at the edge of it with left spin and get the cue ball to come up this way? Or do I hit it with right spin and go short side for the combo? I went, oh, that's going to scratch. That's no good. Yeah, I know it's going to scratch too. I put my hand there. I already had my hand in the pocket waiting for it to fall. You shouldn't do that, by the way. Because if it doesn't scratch, people think you might have touched it, and it can be a big ordeal. I've seen it happen. So don't do that. Don't do what I just did, guys. You know, don't be a dum-dum like me. Don't do it, you know. So I started this channel to show you guys what not to do. And that's one of the things not to do right there, you know. That's one of them things you just don't do, my friend. I like playing this rail first, I think. I don't know why I'm yawning like that, man. He didn't play it rail first. He had plenty of room to just cheat it in. So I don't know what I was talking about rail first. You know, maybe I wouldn't have played it rail first. That was a good shot right there. Good speed control. Would have been real easy to scratch off that shot. But he didn't. Well done, Mike. Man, if he wins this one, guys, he's on the hill, man. It's not looking good for me. Not looking good for your boy. You know? It's bad news bears around here. Bad news bears, man. Oh, nice shape, too. He's out. He's out. I'm out, Jake. Yeah, looking good here, man. I don't see any reason he doesn't make this shot, but you never know. You know, weirder things have happened. You know what I mean? I may still have a fighting chance. You just never know about these things. Just kidding. I knew all along. I knew all along he was going to make it. Just building drama. You know, building the dramatics. I don't know why I always do this with my hands. I don't know. I don't know, guys. If you figure it out, you let me know. Till then, I don't know. I don't know why. All right, I got a shot here. A stun leads me over here, which will give me a look at the... Oh, no, the 2's down here. Why do I keep thinking the 4's the 2? I played a great shot there. Bottom, that was draw with outside, right spin to come back. That was a good shot. Now, my next shot's this 3-ball up here. This is no bueno. I've got to try to get somewhere on this side of the table up there. I got to use a lot of draw, yeah. Oh, well, that turned out way better than I could have ever hoped. You know what I mean? When I was lining up to shoot that shot, I was like, just let me get up there and get a look at that 3-ball. And I ended up with a great shot on the 3-ball, man. All right, you see where I just put my stick? I'm going to try to stun right over in between that window. And I didn't make it anywhere close. If I would have came a little bit further now, I'd have been golden, because then I could have shot the 4, stopped shot, and then shot the 5 with just a little draw. Then I could have shot the 6 into there. That would have been tricky. I would have had to use top with left spin to come down. Anyways, I'm not drawing any more lines. I got the jump cue back out. Why? I don't know. I'm not Superman. I can't jump. Yeah, maybe I can jump. I jumped over both of the balls. Look at there. Bang. It's that Raven jump cue, man. Jumps so good, you don't even realize how far you're going to jump, you know? No, just kidding. I just messed that up. Has nothing to do with the stick. I just hit it like a dodo. I've been hitting everything a little bit hard. Some reason when I get on a bar box, especially an actual bar box at a bar, I feel like I got to hit everything hard. I like lose all means of finesse. I don't know why, because you can still finesse them a little bit. And that's the way you need to play. I got to stop over hitting everything. Yeah, but really, I may not even get another chance. Mike may get out here and just put it to me, man. He may put it to me. Oh, that was a tough shot, man. It was a long, tough shot. Oh, he's going to get lucky, too. Look where the 8 ended up. So the only option I see here, and I'm sure there's other options if I took more time, but just graze the 5, send the cue ball up here, and leave the 5 over here behind the 8. That's what I like. Let's see if I can do it. I can. I can. It worked out pretty okay, you know? I mean, not great, but pretty okay if you ask me. Pretty okay.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that, guy. Thanks, though. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. All right, he's got a long kick off the short rail. Made a good hit. Made a good hit. And he left me tough, man. What do I do here? What do I do here? I mean, the 6 is blocking the bank. That's not... Oh, if I get right behind the 6, that works out beautifully. I'm not 100% certain I meant to do that. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But, man, if there was one time I needed my speed right, that was it. You know, and it did. My speed was right. If that's what I was trying to do. You know, I like to think it was, but you never know, you know. I also like to think I'm the greatest pool player ever. And I know that's far from true. I'm lucky I'm not one of the worst pool players ever, to be honest with you. You know, cheers, non-sponsor. Not a sponsored drink right there, fellas and ladies. I know there's a couple ladies. There's always 1 or 2 out there. You know, not too many, you know, but there's a couple. Anyway, that was a tough hit. I think he hit the 6 first, and I'm pretty sure I got ball in hand here. That was a good effort on the kick shot, though. I'm asking him right now, do I got ball in hand? He's saying, yeah, I got ball in hand, so I'm taking it. And, okay, I got myself an angle. I'm going to shoot this here, and I'm just going to probably stun. Oh, no, I'm playing another safety. Oh, maybe the 5 didn't go past the 7. That could be the only thing I could think of. The 5 wouldn't go past the 7. So I had to play another safety. Now, I think the 7 blocks him from this kick up here. I think the 7 blocks him. He can do it with spin, and I think that's what he's going to try to do. He's got to put some left spin on this. Stop bumping the table with my camera, man. He did. Oh, what a great shot. He made it. Oh, and he scratched. Scratch a Rooney, man. That's no bueno, man. Sorry that happened. Oh. You know, you got to get one of those. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay, so I got a problem here because the 8-9 are tied up and the 7's down here. Now, I can break up the 8-9 with this shot, but look at where I'm going to end up. If the cue ball's up here, I'm not going to have a good shot on the 7. So I got to try to hit like the right side of this 9 ball when I break it out. And, of course, I went right in between them. I probably shouldn't even have tried to break them out, honestly. Playing a lower skill level player, I should have just maybe made the 6 and then safety on the 7, or just safety off the 6 altogether. Yeah, and then I play a dumb shot like that, man. Ball in hand. Ball in your hand, Mike. You know, you're welcome, buddy. Merry Christmas, you know. We're good friends, you know. Sometimes I just like to do that.
What?
I don't know. Don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. All right, he made a good shot here. I have a feeling this is game over for me. And not only is he going to beat me, he's going to beat me natural, right? He's going to beat me 3-2. And Shucks, that's embarrassing. Never mind. Never mind. Remember when I said he's gonna beat me there? I was just kidding, you know. Just a little joke. We were just talking, a little joke with friends. That's it. That's it. I thought it was over though. Honestly, I thought it was over. But it wasn't, so I got another game. Now I need 3, he needs 1, guys, you know. I'm playing for my life. Every shot thus far, oh, not thus far, every shot moving forward is basically for my life. If I miss, good chance I'll never play this match again, you know. Never, ever in my whole life will I play this exact match again if I miss. So it's a lot at stake here, guys. It's a lot at stake. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. You know, I should hit him with the bro. What are you talking about?
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
But, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. Is he going to scratch? He did. He scratched. All right, Josh, if there was ever a time you needed to run out, hold on, let me talk to myself real quick. Josh, if there was ever a time you needed to run out, this is it, bro. Stay focused. Get your zen going, you know, do some Karate Kid techniques, and then, wow, break the ice, bro. Break the ice, man. That's all you can do. Oh, by the way, guys, short rail, I just posted a new t-shirt for sale. Check it out. It's a stick figure wearing a Mr. Miyagi bandana in front of a pool table, and it says wax on, wax off, and he's holding car wax. So it has to do with the whole professional waxing drama, you know. I thought it was a pretty funny shirt. Go check it out at shortrail.com, and let me know what you think, man. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about it, if it's funny or not. I don't know. I mean, I posted it just because it's relevant right now. So I made the shirt and posted it. I don't really expect to sell them, but I think it's kind of funny. So if I do sell a couple, great. You know, if I do sell a couple, then so be it, man. It would be a funny shirt to wear around. But it's like everything else, you know. In a couple months, no one's going to remember what the wax drama was all about anyway. So anyways, back to the match. Okay, I am trying to get out here. I don't like the way I left myself there. I should have probably left myself, you know, if I could have, maybe up here, just so I had more of an angle to get back down on the 6, and I got to draw it like crazy. Okay, that worked out pretty good. Hey, I must have listened to myself. If I told myself if there was ever a time I needed to go, this is it. And so far, I'm playing pretty good. You know, I probably just jinxed myself, but you know, it happens. I'm hoping I didn't, but now I have a feeling I did. Yeah, I have a feeling. I knew it, man. Little Timmy needs to calm down with that garbage. I don't know what to say, man. We're just going to pretend like that never happened. You know, we're going to move past it. We're going to move past it and pretend like it never happened. Is what we're going to do, man. Ah, man. I was going to hit you with a short rail commercial, but we're not even going to have a commercial. I don't deserve to play a commercial the way I played this match, guys. You know, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve a commercial during this one. Oh, man.
That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice.
It's true. You know, it wasn't very nice. It's true. It's true. He's looking good here, though, man. He's a little straight on this. A little straight, but he's not exactly straight. He has an angle, so I think he can use top and just come down this way is the way I would do it. Because anywhere starting here all the way down here, he has a shot at that 9 ball. He's going to use bottom, though. Yes, I didn't like that. Look at the shot he left himself. Now that's tough, man. If he would have just used straight top, he would have been golden. Now he's got a tough shot, but probably makes it, would be my guess, you know. It's going to happen. I already know. He got it. Yeah, very nice shot, my man. Mike Moser, you're a gentleman and a scholar, my man. Thank you for playing. Thank you for letting me record it, my man. It was a pleasure playing you and your whole team. There was one little Irish discussion, we'll call it, I had with someone on their team, but that was alcohol induced, I'm pretty sure. You know, their whole team's cool. Be looking forward to playing you guys again, man. Everybody out there, thanks so much for watching, guys. Go check out the Wax On, Wax Off shirt. You know, the Mr. Miyagi Wax On, Wax Off shirt on shortrail.com, or check out any of the other Short Rail merch while you're there. Hats, gloves, not gloves, hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, all that good stuff, guys. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to skate on out of here, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Until that time happens, peace.